venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run left with Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to pull it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Past the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Fields. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. "35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Caught by Wilson. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage through the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. at their own 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. He's got room past the 30. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And again back to Kmet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. It's Fields. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
2 now on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack. Tua, they'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As he'll punt away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
On the ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so it went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To the air again, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
From the 38, Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On second and goal, Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Ready.
Now Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ready.
From the 44, Tua. On the out route, he's got Mostert. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And cycle. Right. Set.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Tua now on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, Wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Tua sets up to pass it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears 17. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the double.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they will take a knee here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And they take a knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's the Bears who come away with the victory, and that's thanks largely to the play of their quarterback.